Is there ever a bad time to open up a brand new watch? I don't think so. We're going to be looking at a G-Shock today, and it's not this one. Let's get started. Well, it is definitely safe to say that this particular G-Shock, the GW-6900-1CF, will not be winning any major awards for its box. It looks like a pretty flimsy piece of cardboard that's trying to fly open by itself. It's a far cry from what we're used to seeing on some of the higher end G-Shocks, which is that tin can lugged style look. But at this price point, it's what's inside that counts. And let's get started and see what we got. Flip the box open here and pull out our G-Shock GW-6900-1CF. Looks like it's plastic wrapped and sitting atop a little watch stand. There it is. Wow, that's very nice looking. Beautiful first impression there. Looks like almost like a retail stand. It's got the little red flag pointing out the two of the bigger features, which is self-charging and self-adjusting. Those are two key points to this watch. Pulling out some of the literature, there's a bunch of paperwork, probably a couple inches thick there. And inside the box, if that's not enough, there's even more for you. We've got several manuals, I'm sure, in multiple languages and other disclaimers. And there is your international warranty card, which is cool. And that concludes what's inside. Now let's look at the watch. Getting the G-Shock pulled out of the stand. First thing I notice is how lightweight this watch is. Heavy duty construction, but a lightweight combination with this resin case and band. Has the EL light panel, which I love, lights up the whole display. This is such a heavy duty looking watch, yet it's so full of technology, it's hard to believe how light this thing is. 2.2 ounces, you gotta be kidding me. Let me show you some of the details and features so you can see what I'm talking about. Key feature number one for me is having tough solar on this G-Shock. This is a self-charging watch. There are solar panels on the face of the watch in the darker areas that you can see when I turn it a certain way. And what that does is that captures light energy and maintains that lithium battery's charge. There is a fuel gauge in the upper left-hand wheel telling you low, medium, or high. You could also put it into power save mode, and it will also alert you or inform you if it needs to be charged. In full feature mode without light, this watch should run for 10 months, according to the manufacturer. In power save mode, you can get upwards of 23 months without light. I've heard different views on how long the battery will last lifetime. According to Casio, it should last the life of the watch. Key feature number two for this watch is atomic timekeeping. There is a multi-band 6 antenna in this G-Shock, which means it is self-adjusting. It will grab radio waves sent from globally positioned towers of standard time adjustments to maintain accurate time to the second. So that is so awesome. Having a watch in this price range that is self-adjusting. And lastly, key feature number three would be having world time. Simply hit the mode button and you can scroll through. There are 48 cities pre-programmed in, 31 time zones. Scroll back and forth throughout the globe and find a city that you want to bring to the main menu, and you can do that. Otherwise, you can deep dive in the mode menu and find out what time it is basically anywhere in the world. Very cool feature. The wonderful thing about this watch is less is more. It is straightforward. We have our main screen, which has the day, date, time. We scroll through the modes, and that gives you the world time feature to get to your different cities and time zones. Scroll to the next section. It is your alarm screen. You have 4 standard alarms and then 1 snooze alarm. And then you can also get to your signal to turn that on and off. You have a stopwatch. Standard start stop with your reset at the top right. Pretty much a Casio standard. Your 24-hour timer. Start and stop that, and then reset at the top right. And that brings us right back to the main menu. And that is it. It is a straightforward, no nonsense, awesome, accurate watch. It's not trying to be something it's not. It tells great time anywhere on the planet, which is what I want. You saw I was wearing my giant G-Shock GD400, which I love, at the start of the video. Let's do a quick side-by-side comparison to see how these stack up. As you can see, the GD400 on the left is a lot bulkier. It's a lot more utilitarian. It looks a lot more beast mode. It's got those anti-crush bars and just looks clunkier to me. Both have an outer diameter left and right of 50 millimeters. Where they differ is the GD400 is a lot taller. It's a lot longer. And it shows. Alright, throwing our GW-6900 on my wrist. It looks and feels amazing. Still, we talked about the lightweight. It still looks aggressive and well protected, yet sort of refined. I could see wearing this in a casual setting, but also you could probably dress this one up a lot more than some of the other G-Shocks I've seen. Very happy with the look and feel of this watch. A couple of final comparisons here. My Seiko SKX-007 diver's watch, which I love to death, with my Blue Shark James Bond NATO strap. Just giving you sort of a perspective of the sizing here. And lastly, an Apple Watch Series 3. Love it or hate it, it is one of the most popular watches in the world, arguably. This is a 42 millimeter watch. Again, just giving you some perspective with our G-Shock. And now a final look at how the G-Shock will sit on your dresser or nightstand. It is definitely going to be a side sleeper. This watch will not be resting on its back due to the rigidness of the band and the contour. But it is what it is, and it is an amazing watch. And I have no problems recommending this. My first impressions are outstanding. Alright, final thoughts. This unboxing and first impression video, the packaging wasn't very impressive, but the watch overly impressed me. I am pleasantly surprised. Hell, I'm thrilled, and I'm buying another one. That's it. There, I said it. I'm addicted, and this watch does what I want it to do, which is tell time accurately, and it's going to last a really long time with that tough solar. Pick one up. Let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. That is really nice.